AITA for telling my boyfriend's friends I earn twice as much as him, after they called me a gold digger? So this happened last weekend, and I still feel weird about it. I'm a 28-year-old woman, and I've been dating my boyfriend Alex, who's 30, for a little over a year. Our relationship has been mostly great, except for one major problem: his friends. From the moment I met them, something felt off. They weren't outright mean, but the way they talked to me always had this edge, like they were testing me, waiting for me to mess up. At first, I brushed it off as harmless jokes. Wow, Alex, you really landed a girl in tech? Lucky man. So, do you let her pay for all the fancy dates? Man, must be nice to have a girlfriend who can take care of you. Every time they made one of these comments, I'd glance at Alex, expecting him to say something, maybe laugh it off in a way that made it clear I wasn't some sugar mama. But he never did. He'd just chuckle along like it was all in good fun. Then it got worse. The dinner that set everything off a few weeks ago. We were out at dinner with his friends. Just casual drinks and food. The conversation turned to jobs. That's when Mark, Alex's loudest, most obnoxious friend, leaned back in his chair, smirked and said, "So Alex, what's it like dating someone who probably makes more in a month than you do in a year?" The whole table laughed. I felt my stomach tighten. I looked at Alex, waiting for him to say something. Anything, but all he did was shake his head and chuckle like it was no big deal. I forced a smile and took a sip of my drink. Let it go, I told myself. It's just a dumb joke. Then came the weekend trip. The final straw. Cabin trip disaster. Fast forward to last weekend. Alex's friends planned a weekend getaway at a cabin. I hesitated to go because I had a feeling something would happen. But Alex assured me it would be fun. Just ignore them, he said. They don't mean anything by it. Yeah, right. The first night, we were all drinking and playing a game. Everyone was relaxed, laughing. And I was actually starting to think, okay, maybe this won't be so bad. And then Mark opened his mouth. Be honest, how much of Alex's money have you spent so far? Or are you just with him for his wallet? The room went silent. I looked at Mark, then at Alex. My heart was pounding. Alex just stared at his drink. Something inside me snapped. I set my glass down, leaned forward, and locked eyes with Mark. Actually, I make twice as much as Alex. If anyone should be worried about gold diggers, it's me. The silence was deafening. Mark's smirk disappeared so fast it was almost funny. Someone cleared their throat. The tension in the room was suffocating. Shit, man. One of the guys mumbled. Mark looked like he wanted the floor to swallow him whole. I could feel the shift in the air, like they all just realized they'd been treating me like a joke, when in reality, I was the one out of their league. The rest of the night was painfully awkward. Conversations were stilted, and Alex barely looked at me. The next day on the drive home, he was completely silent. I waited, thinking he'd at least bring it up, apologize, something, but he never did. Top 3 comments: 13. 5K upvotes. NTA, but girl, your boyfriend doesn't have your back at all. Why is he comfortable letting his friends disrespect you like that? 11. 2K upvotes. You don't have a boyfriend. You have a spectator. A real partner would have shut that down the first time it happened. 8K upvotes. You're NTA, but your BF is. The fact that he sat there in silence while his friends called you a gold digger is a huge red flag. You need to ask yourself why he's okay with this. Update. Well, that didn't go how I expected. Holy shit. I did not expect this post to blow up. I read so many comments, and wow. You all made me see what I should have realized a long time ago. Here's what happened after that disastrous trip. The talk, the moment I knew we were done. When we got back, I told Alex we needed to talk. Me. Do you even understand how humiliating that was for me? Alex, what? Mark was just messing around. He was drunk. It wasn't that serious. Me. Are you joking? Your friend basically called me a gold digger, again. And you just sat there. Alex. I didn't want to make it awkward. I stared at him. Me make it awkward? Alex, do you hear yourself? It was already awkward because your friends are assholes. Alex. I just didn't know what to say. I took a deep breath because by that point I was seeing red. Me. Would you have defended me if they called me something worse? And all I got was silence. That was my answer. The breakup, I told him I needed space to think. And the more I thought about it, the clearer everything became. It wasn't just about that one moment. It was about the fact that for over a year, he let this happen every time. And I kept believing it wasn't a big deal. But it was a big deal. A few days later, I sat him down and told him the truth. Me. I deserve to be with someone who respects me, and you clearly don't. Alex. Wait. Are you seriously breaking up with me over one misunderstanding? Me? This isn't a misunderstanding, this is a pattern, and I'm done with it. He got really mad. He started saying things like, "Oh, so you're just giving up on us? You're overreacting. I can't believe you'd throw everything away over one weekend." I just shook my head. Me, I threw it away? Alex, you let your friends disrespect me for a year and you did nothing. That's what threw this away. That was it. I walked away, blocked Mark, and left the group chat. And honestly, I feel lighter. Top comment on the update. Good for you. A relationship where your partner won't stand up for you is not a relationship worth saving. Wishing you all the best.